Welcome to the Cars Tuner Scene 2025, where creativity meets raw horsepower. From widebody kits to turbocharged beasts, this is where car enthusiasts push their rides beyond limits. In this video, we explore the most insane custom builds, jaw-dropping modifications, and tuner culture that's taking the world by storm. From street beasts to track monsters, the next-level customization happening in the tuner scene will blow your mind. Whether you're into JDM, European, or American muscle, this video has something for every car lover. Stay tuned for builds that redefine what's possible on four wheels. Pushpin subscribe for more car reviews, tuner culture, and future auto trends. What if I told you the fastest cars on the street right now aren't built in factories, but in hidden garages? Engines tuned to the edge, exhausts spitting fire, and drivers willing to risk everything for glory. Welcome to 2025, where the new gladiators of speed have arrived. From Tokyo backstreets to California freeways, a new wave of tuners is rewriting the rules of performance. They take cars you'd never expect, small hatchbacks, family sedans, even hybrids, and transform them into monsters. Machines sharper, louder, and faster than anything the factory dared to imagine. But the question is, who are these fearless builders? And how far are they willing to go? Behind every build is a story. A mechanic working nights, a team chasing records, a dreamer pouring their last dollar into a project that might explode on the dyno. Some succeed and become legends. Others fail in smoke and silence. And that tension, that risk, is what keeps this culture alive. But here's the twist. 2025 isn't just about raw power. New tech, global trends, and even electric power are creeping into the scene. Will these gladiators embrace the change, or fight it until the end? That's what we'll uncover in the next chapter. Because behind every legend of speed lies the weapon they wield, the engine. And next time, we step into the fire itself to see how monsters are made. Every legend of speed begins in the workshop. Here, sparks fly, tools clash, and ordinary engines are torn apart and rebuilt into monsters. In 2025, the tuner scene has taken this craft to a whole new level, where engines aren't just mechanical, they're weapons forged in fire. Picture it, forged pistons tough enough to handle explosions, turbos that inhale air like hurricanes, and fuel systems spraying harder than ever before. Builders push motors far beyond factory limits, chasing numbers that sound impossible. 800 horsepower, 900, even 1,000. But the truth is, every dyno run is a gamble. One wrong move, one weak part, and the entire engine could go up in smoke. And yet, they keep pushing. Because when the build survives, when the turbos spool and the numbers climb, the feeling is unmatched. It's not just power. It's proof that man has bent metal to his will. That's why tuners risk everything. For that moment of glory. But here's the twist. This isn't only about brute force anymore. Hybrid boosts, smarter cooling, even AI-assisted tuning are creeping in. Are these the tools that will build the next empire? Or signs that the old ways are dying? The only way to find out is to take these machines where they belong, the streets. And in the next chapter, we enter the arena itself, where victory or defeat is decided in seconds. The streets become the arena. When night falls, the city changes. The streets turn into arenas, and cars become warriors. In 2025, the tuner scene is no longer hidden, it's everywhere. Parking lots fill like coliseums, engines roar like battle cries, and reputations are built in seconds. It's not just about speed. It's about presence. Who shows up with the loudest exhaust, the cleanest build, the most ruthless machine? Sometimes it's a quiet sedan that shocks the crowd. Other times it's a legendary JDM beast reborn for a new generation. Every race, every rev, is a fight for respect. But the streets are dangerous. Cops crack down harder than ever. Rival crews stalk each other. And one wrong move can end a career, or worse. Still, the scene grows. Why? Because this isn't just driving. It's rebellion. It's proof that passion can't be silenced. But how far will they go to stand out? That answer lies in the materials they use: steel, carbon, and sometimes blood. And that's the story of the next chapter. Carbon, steel, and blood. Every gladiator needs armor. In 2025, tuners turn to carbon fiber, titanium, and steel, materials that make cars lighter, faster, stronger. But power always comes with a cost. Carbon fiber hoods and wings shave off seconds. Titanium exhausts scream louder than thunder. Wide-body kits make even the humblest car look like a war machine. But behind the shine lies sacrifice. Money drained, safety questioned, limits ignored. Some push too far. Some never come back. This is where passion meets pain. Builders cut their hands, lose sleep, and sometimes lose it all, chasing perfection. For them, every scar is proof of loyalty to the craft. But here's the twist. Materials alone don't create legends. What truly shapes a culture are the figures who lead it. The gods of tuning, whose names echo across the globe. And they're waiting in the next chapter. The hybrid invasion. Whispers spread across the garages. Hybrids are coming. Electric motors boosting turbos, instant torque on the streets. Some call it the future. Others call it betrayal. In 2025, the tuner scene faces its greatest divide yet. Can a car still be a gladiator if silence replaces the roar? Can sparks replace flames? Builders experiment, swapping batteries for fuel tanks, mixing power in ways never seen before. The results are shocking, sometimes brilliant, sometimes disastrous. But one thing is certain, this isn't going away. The hybrid invasion is real. And the purists who fight it may soon be outnumbered. Still, if hybrids change the battlefield, what happens when the empire fights back? Laws tighten, bans spread, and suddenly, the scene itself is under attack. That's the next story. Exiled from the law. The empire strikes back. Police raids shut down meets. Governments pass laws banning exhaust mods, lowering kits, even certain tires. Tuners are pushed further underground. But rebellion doesn't die. It adapts. Secret meets move to hidden locations. Builds go stealth, tuned to look stock but hiding insane power. It becomes a cat-and-mouse game, authority versus culture, law versus passion. Yet exile has its price. Fines, confiscations, reputations ruined. Some fall, others rise, earning respect for surviving in the shadows. But can a culture survive forever in exile? Or will it collapse under the pressure? The answer lies in the hands of the next generation. And that's where the story heads. Dynasties of the future. A new wave of builders steps into the arena. Young tuners raised on video games and social media, blending old-school passion with new-school tools. They don't just build cars, they build dynasties. Global communities form online. A kid in Brazil trades tips with a builder in Japan. A garage in London live streams its dyno runs to thousands. The culture has never been more connected, but also never more competitive. Who will rise to lead the next empire? And who will fade into history? The tuner world of 2025 stands at a crossroads, a moment where everything could evolve or everything could fall. And that brings us to the final question. Will this culture endure, or will it burn out like so many empires before? That's the story of our finale. Legacy or lost cause?